Welcome back to the Knit Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com. I'm your host Mikey. Today I'm going to show you how to purl when it comes to your knitting. So what we have to do is that we have to watch for the purling. If purling is now on your row and that you need to start out with, you need to watch where the starting strand is. So in knit it was in behind just like this, but in purl it's in the front like this. So what I want to do is that when I go to insert, so when we did the knit stitch we did it and the strand was in behind. Just like this. When we go to do purling it's different. So what we have to do is we have to make sure that a strand is in front like so, and all we have to do is then insert this needle. Instead of going through the back side like this, we come in through the front side or front of the top like this, and we go forward so that this knitting needle is then on the front side. And see where this strand is here? That's exactly where it needs to be. So you have to continually watch for that as you go. So I'm just resetting the yarn into my hands just like so, making sure that the yarn is in front just like that. So what I want to do is that I go to wrap this, but instead of wrapping the needle and it's in behind, I'm wrapping it and it's in front. So I just come around through the front like this, and all I'm just gonna do is flick it backward like this and drag it. So now it's on the knitting needle in behind, and I'm just gonna drag that stitch off like so. So to do the next one I come in through the top side like this, okay, and I wrap it. It's on the front like this, and then I go and flick it backward and then slide it off. So okay, so I go in through the front, I wrap, and then I flick it back. So I just gotta slide up everything here, and then I keep on going. So just turn into the top and wrap like this. Now if you did purling back and forth on your stitches as you go back and forth in the rows, you'll have the same look of doing the garter stitch, because the fact is that you're kind of doing the opposite to what you did with the knit stitch if you did back and forth using the same stitch. So there's a term called stocking knit. It's a stocking knit stitch, and that term is referencing to the purling here being one row and then the knit stitch being the second row, which was the most common element of knitting. It's called the stocking knit stitch, and that creates a completely different look. And if you look at a pair of socks, for example, the way that it's done up on your feet, you'll notice that that is the stocking knit stitch, and really it's most preferred as well. So I'm continuing to purl here, and I'm just wrapping through the front side and just keep on going. So now I've done this here. So let's just say I'm gonna purl again. So let's just turn our knitting needles, and again, so do you remember what you have to do? So you have to keep this strand in front like so, and so when you go to do this you make sure that that yarn is in front, and you come in through the top side. Okay, so this is, see where this yarn is coming out of? So if it was coming from behind this needle, I know that it's not gonna be done right, and I'm gonna wrap and then go backward like this. Okay, so this is purling, and in the next tutorial what I'm gonna do is teach the stocking knit, which is a combination of purling and the knit stitch to give you the stocking knit look. So until next time, I'm Mikey on behalf of the Knit Crowd as well as yarnspirations.com.